Hello, everybody. Welcome to Disorderly Decisions. We are Chaos Incarnate. Our DM tonight is Vader the Mad. Please give a warm round of applause for the man himself. Yay!
I don't know if it was just me, my Discord, or what, but I heard every other word
Same.
said.
Aww.
Same. And I accidentally didn't mute the stream, so I heard all of that twice.
Oh, no. No. That is so bad.
Thank you, Marvin the Martian, for that wonderful but broken introduction.
That's not.
I am Vader the Mad. Welcome, everybody. You sounded like Marvin the Martian. But anyways, welcome, everybody. It is Sunday night, and it is time for the Reign of Storms over here on Disorderly Decisions. I am your humble DM, Vader the Mad, and with me tonight are my wonderful players. Say hello, wonderful players.
Hello.
Hello, wonderful players.
I was gonna say nobody's
He
gonna
didn't say
say
Simon
anything because none of us
Says.
think we're wonderful.
All right. Well, Win can have inspiration.
I said
'cause,
hello.
thanks.
It's
All right, you can
fine.
did you say hello, welcome, or wonderful adventures?
No, I didn't.
Hello, adventure.
Then
Welcome to the town of Honeywood.
I just said hello.
welcome to the town of my dick.
What? Is my microphone
Hello,
all
adventure.
cutting out, or was
welcome
it just
to the
when I
town
did
of my
weird,
dick?
when I did a weird voice?
Welcome to the town of my
I can still hear you.
dick.
Okay.
Don't
So-
forget to use code Disorderly50 at checkout.
Oh, no.
For Bad Dragon.
No. None of that today. None of that.
All of it.
No, we got us to 70 followers. We have to use it.
This is all up to Vader how he runs this campaign.
That's what got us there. God damn, we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep pushing sponsorship.
Pushing just like Bad Dragon wants you to.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad to see that everybody
It's been a
is
while.
in,
We've gone off the rails already.
Yeah. How is everybody faring with this historic snowfall that we're all experiencing?
I can't see my cars no mo.
So far, it's not too terrible here.
It's supposed to get worse, but
Y'all
I'm
ever
already
notice
cold.
that every time it snows, they're like historic snowfall.
We ain't got no snow here, not even a little bit.
Yeah. Where I live, we don't get anything nice like white fluffy snow. We just get ice everywhere. So that's what we have.
You get a little column A, little column B. The best of both worlds.
Just want to be able to go outside and throw snowballs at friends.
You get some snowballs, and then I can throw out my screen. But I don't think my screen will like that.
You know, but I think I will. So
Wait a minute.
if you don't
have
mind.
friends?
If I can get an inspiration, I'll do anything for an inspiration.
But
I mean, it's what 49 in your room, and you still got the AC running.
I want to know how the AC is running if it is 49.
It's
He's
trying its
got-
best.
At some point, like something has to come on the screen. Like,
He's
are you
just got it
serious?
bypassed.
Just go outside at this time.
Oh no! The bypass was my brother actually cut the thermostat, like the thing that checks to see if it's
Yeah,
the
you'd have to.
temperature. So we cut it. Yeah,
Good
I
lord.
think-
doors open and will snow.
Good
Oh
lord,
god,
man.
that's cold. Oh, that did not. That's pure powder.
Oh, Chuckman, I choose you. It's actually a Snorlax.
Well,
I mean, we have no snow here, but it is chilly at least. I wouldn't say it's cold yet. It is not.
It has
It's not even
been,
freezing yet. It's 37, so that's
Oh.
warm. That's pretty warm.
I like If it was like that
Isn't
here,
it?
we'd be in mud.
Yeah, it's been pretty nipply out this weekend. Weather forecast says that we're smack down in the middle of some fucking rain.
Eee. Oh shit! I have snow everywhere. Shit! That fell all over my keyboard.
Tuck's entire PC is about to go down.
Oh shit! Where did I throw the snow now? Fuck! I didn't think this through.
Eat it.
Into the trash bag. Oh, my hands are cold.
You can get cold.
Well, when I was like grabbed the first handful, it was pure powder, so I didn't get like anything. It just literally just disintegrated. So I stuck my hand into the snowbank
Okay.
and went to the core.
So Snorlax learned Ice Punch.
Yes.
Well,
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
So last time
Yep.
in
Yeah.
D&D,
So it sounds like Chug's taking the lead here on our player recap. So yeah, why don't you tell us what happened last time?
So last time, it started off with a cooking competition. That was a holdover from the session before. That Win crushed. Win was the winner. She won a golden spoon.
Spork.
That was actually pretty good, right? It adds extra
Yeah.
temp HP.
Adds extra temp HP, which is huge.
Because you already had
Yeah.
10
Um,
I never give you.
Resig was a sad girl boy. We're trying to figure. Resig's status is complicated.
No, Resig is certainly a woman, but player keeps saying he when he really needs to say she. So that's on the player. That's not Resig.
Okay.
That's me.
Resig was real sad. She was struggling with the fact that her family completely rejected her. They were going to call the guards on her. Win admitted that she probably should have been there for that meeting, but she was too busy in a cook-off. They had resolved to go to see Resig's sister the next day, and then they had all went to bed. The next morning, we had a little bit of a divine intervention, as Win prayed for Resig's good health and managed to restore some of the exhaustion. Millie, so as we wandered through the city, Millie went to, I forget what the building was, but it was like a arcane library.
It was the Vault of the Sieges, right?
The Vault of the Sages, where she found a secret room that kind of gave her more insight on her heritage.
My Tressum did.
Yep. She was informed that she's descendant from a diva. Sometimes I look at Vader for confirmation.
Deva?
A diva? Yep.
Diva makes sense too.
Diva. She was descended from a Deva who was entrusted with one of the orbs of Dragonkind to protect. We also wandered over to the Glade of Maliki, where they aided Resig coming to terms with themselves, and they also helped Zurag gain like a new aspect of totem, like a totem animal thing. He's a deer man now.
Dear man.
Dear man.
He's a
He
wolf
is,
deer man.
His brand new pants got burned off, like literally within a few hours.
I don't even think it was a few hours. I think it was an hour.
And we luckily purchased more than one pair.
I then believe we left a letter for Resig's sister.
message,
And now
But all
we're
this,
message.
which I got
And
a
now we
reply
are
from.
on our way to meet her. Yes.
Yes.
I don't know what else I've missed. Probably something else.
Yep.
We went to the academy and we talked to somebody over like the comms exclusively, and we're told to like, if you can leave a message with me and I'll hand it off, but that's it.
Yeah. Exactly.
They were like, "Are you wizards?" And we were like,
I can
no."
magic.
And they were like, "Oh, then die."
It's like, can I have a tour? And they told me I had to make those really, really far in advance, which I didn't.
Which you didn't. All right.
That's
Thank
not
you,
really.
Chad.
It isn't melting.
It's because your room's so cold.
Yeah, it has to be above freezing in your room for things to unfreeze.
It's 49. I mean, that's like plenty warm.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Well, either way, thank you for the recap. But yes, you had sent off a message using some personal language that Ressig, you believed that your sister would take at face value and would offer you time to see her and hopefully have a warmer reception with her than you did with your parents when you first confronted them in your new form, knowing information that only Ressig would know, but because you were a stranger and the circumstances behind your meeting were strange to say the least, they were a little bit turned off from you. So, you had turned in last night after receiving a letter back from Rissa inviting you to her flat at the ladies' college, and then retired for the night. Maybe wake up. Next morning dawns, and the day is yours.
Do you need me to roll
Millie,
to
you
remove exhaustion?
Nope. You may remove the exhaustion as normal because you are now out of that zone. You feel immensely better than you did the day before. You can attribute that to both refreshing yourself at My Leaky's Glade, but also can thank Wynn for beseeching her god to give you a little bit of a boost. Zurag, you feel about the same as you wake up this morning. You feel warmer than you have been. You've been so used to waking up, while traveling through the cold, waking up in the cold. But as you wake up this morning, you feel like a comfortable heat just wrapping itself around you. Even as you put your feet onto the stone, expecting them to be a little cold to the touch in the morning, it does not seem to be the case for you.
This miracle is
Millie-
otherwise known as pants.
And you have pants on. You look down and your legs are covered by strange fabrics.
this feels weird. Something's wrong. Something's amiss.
You immediately cut those into Daisy Dukes. And
Go and meet Win.
Yep. But everybody, you wake up. Millie, you wake up still kind of, I imagine, still kind of stewing on the information that you had discovered from the Vault of Sages. Not only are you a descendant of a Deva of Mishra, the goddess of magic in its entirety, but it seems that your mother was or is from a different timeline, different area of the world, different plane itself. And there's, you got a little bit of an explanation of the magics that dwell within you and where they stem from. So as you all wake up this morning, what is going through everybody's head? Especially you, Rissig, knowing that you're going to meet your sister, person you haven't seen in a long time.
I definitely have to say, very excited, but based on the reaction he got from his parents, also her parents, also extremely nervous. I mean, he was able to use a nickname from their childhood to kind of catch her attention, but that doesn't change the fact that, like what her parents said about, you could have gotten this information from Ressig. You're just an imposter. It's kind of that cycle of excited, nervous, and it just keeps going around in her head. Excited kind of wins out though, but still very nervous. It's his twin sister, her twin sister. So.
And maybe, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe you think that your sister will have a bit more of an educated understanding of what you've been through. Because correct me if I'm wrong, she's in school to become a transmutation expert.
She's a child prodigy,
right?
like been studying magic for years already, and is not that old.
Yeah.
Was discovered in her early teens as capable wizard.
And transmutation being the act of magic from changing one thing to another, perhaps she'll be a little bit more open. So maybe that's what gives you a little bit more of a push towards excited over nervous.
I'm not sure if Ressig would really know, like, oh, it's transmutation. It's about changing things. I don't think Ressig would really know exactly about that. But yeah,
I think with her being her prodigy, and with like a professor actively coming to scout her out, I'm sure you would have at least heard the word and what it can do. What about Millie? What's going through your head as you wake up in the morning?
Can you not just open the windows, the curtains in the morning, and sing loudly? I need 20 more minutes. Sometimes.
Here we go again as she's skipping to the room.
Sometimes I'm just not quite there yet. And Millie will roll over and just kind of stare at the ceiling and think about yesterday. And how, like...
When you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as a rock flies through the window and strikes you in the head.
The hell? Every time I sing that song.
Millie will kind of just stare at the ceiling for a minute and kind of ponder about like what happened, and she'll raise her hand above her face and kind of just look at it and be like, my mother and my lineage. I always thought I was a human. Pure-blooded, Like, how do I wrap my head around such like a dramatic change in what I thought was just two just small town doctors into something so important? Like those orbs, like their mission, how I have to, follow that up, and what that means for me. And she'll lower her hand and roll over and kind of pat her Tressum. We'll figure it out.
Millie
She'll
using this
she'll
out
get up.
loud. Did she say that all out loud? Because I don't think
No.
Win knew about any of that. I think Win would just be there like, what the fuck?
No, Millie wouldn't have said anything. All you would have seen is her raising her hand and like staring at it very intently. And then the drop down, and then rolling over, and then like kind of like snuggling her Tressum. You're like, that's a weird one even for her.
I mean, when? You are in the room nursing a slight bonk on your head from a rock. But I mean, you do see Millie, like having this moment.
Win will kind of think for a moment, and she'll go over and kind of rummage around with her bags and her cups, and Millie will probably hear the signature words of "Live, Laugh, Love," and she'll feel like a little hand pat her on the shoulder and go, "Well, you're waking up. Here you go."
She'll take the cup in both hands. Thank you. It's always nice to wake up to a warm drink. This is the best part of waking up.
Well, it ain't Folgers. I ain't a Folger. I don't got all of that. But I like to think I have a little bit of magic.
I think it's great. You ever have like a moment when everything you thought was like one way wasn't that way anymore? It's like dramatically different.
Like some life-shattering revelations.
Something like that, yeah. Like it's like night and day kind of a situation,
I would say I've had a few since meeting y'all.
Wherever about yourself or just about like the world and or your party.
I mean, finding out that, our random keep had a blood pact with the demon lord was kind of life-shattering. I didn't think that just happened in the world, like that's some effort kind of level stuff, but apparently it just happens. I also did not expect the little lad I knew back in town to not be a little lad anymore. That was weird.
Well, everybody goes,
Zerag
oh.
can't keep pants on at all. I figured pants was a given for most of all life, all sentient life, but nope, Zerag can't.
Not his fault.
As you hear pants ripping down the hall. Son of a bitch!
Luckily, we bought 14 pair. For my... Yeah. We gotta actually keep counting.
Since yesterday.
2 down, 12 to go.
As for myself, I've had a few life-changing revelations. Like sometimes you just learn something that's quite different about the world. Why do you ask?
Do I strike you as very angelic?
When we'll kind of tilt her head. Not with that bedhead.
Wasn't talking about that. Then she'll like brush her hair down.
I mean, you do heal people.
Yeah. But like, I don't know, I always kind of envision it with like, the halo and the wings and like the rays of light shining down from the heavens.
Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever gotten really angry at corruption and everything started burning and you started hurting everything around you? Or have you ever felt like a need to really protect someone and then you could fly?
So far, no. But I do feel a strong need to protect people.
Well, hey, keep working on that. Maybe you'll get wings. Maybe you're an Azamar.
Is that how you earn your wings? Well, so
I guess I should ask Vader. Does Wynn know of like sorcerers who have like kind of that line?
They rolled me a history check or a religion.
Because right now I was going with like she's kind of like maybe you're an Asmar. Good job, Wynn.
Good job, Win. I'd say you got the right way about it. An Azamar like jumps out at you, but you know that's extremely rare to not only meet an Azamar, but for one to not really show any like traits that they are an Azamar until now. So if you get the feeling that if Millie is an Azamar, she's a very, 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 very late bloomer, or she's not an Azamar.
Alright. Wynn will kind of again look Millie over and show. I mean, you could be a really late bloomer, like really, really late, but you're probably not an Asmar.
well, remember how I went into the Vault of the Sages yesterday?
Sure.
Well, this little one ran off and found a room that no one else was in, and I went inside and I found the book that I was looking for. Let's just like, how do I put this? My family is not what I thought it was. I think it was something with Deva? Does that ring a bell to you?
Yeah, they're called Devas. Calling them Divas is calling them completely something else, and only a fool would make that mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Well, you didn't hear the other one. But there's something about that, and then some mystical orb of dragon kind, and my mother was a protector of it, and I think I'm the next one. I have to find a key. It's a lot to take in, and then when I opened the book, it was like visions were just flashing, and like it was like almost like being inside of it. And then when it was done, I closed up the book. I put it back where I thought it should go. And then when I left the room, it was gone. Then I came
see.
back here. And I'm not entirely certain how to process this.
Well, let me see what I can do. And Wynn is going to like walk over to a chair. She like moves a book that she's put under the chair, steps up on it, steps up onto the chair, sits down, and she does like puts her hands in her lap and has like an oh boy look on her face of what the fuck is going on. And then she goes, well, I as a cleric, I have to say, your Tressum leading you to a secret library room in, one of the most secret library places in existence, that's, what we call providence in the business. So, maybe shoot Mr. a little prayer. For the rest of that, don't go around telling nobody about the orbs dragon kind. Because those are dangerous.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
And just for, what do the kids call it? Shits and giggles? Or
I think it was red. A lot was going on.
I want to make this perfectly clear. Win, you have no idea what the fuck a Orbit Dragonkind is.
Oh shit.
There is, yeah, that information is guarded extremely.
Okay, we'll lock that back some. I imagine though, when hearing dragon though would be enough for her to be like, "Well, you don't fuck with things involving dragons."
That's smarts.
Oh yeah. When we'll go, look, it has dragon in the name. We don't. Dragon's bad. You.
Does my Tressum still look like a dragon?
Yep.
This dragon's good.
When we'll just like run our hand over her face.
underneath.
When we'll go, we could try something if you're willing, but I have no idea how well it'll work.
Try what?
Well, we could. You're saying this is from Mystra? Like, does Deva work for Mystra?
I think so. I'm not even sure you're pronouncing that right. It's Diva,
Mr.,
right? I'm kidding.
Damn it. I was like, did I mispronounce Mystra? Well, I mean, they can be divas, but they're also devas. Look, if you were looking for clarification on anything, what would you ask?
Millie will like just look like, what would I ask? And kind of like just drop her head for a second, like looking at the ground. Well, actually, she'd probably be looking in the cup of the drink that you gave me. And then she'd like deep breath in and be like, what role am I supposed to play in this? Like, where do I go? What do I do when I get it? Where do I go after that? What am I supposed to do with it? Is there somebody else I need to talk to? Like, is my mom the person I'm supposed to talk to? She's like, do I, like, and then she'll start stammering, and you can tell she's, like, notably flustered.
As you think about that particular bit, is my mom supposed to be the person I talk to? Your mind flashes to a memory, or perhaps a dream you remember having, or a vision of these tall, expansive, snow-capped mountains with the wind whipping all around you. Flashes to the depths of this mountain range, where you see something frozen in ice, and then you see that staff that appeared in the book before all the ink faded away. You see that flash into your mind's eye before you're back in the room.
Do you know anything about a bird staff?
A bird staff?
Yeah, it looks like bird. Like tiny birds, but like on a staff.
I don't think I do.
Like,
Maybe you wanna ask about that? I
can.
Look, I have a way to, we'll say, commune with the gods. It's not like a guaranteed thing, but we could get some clarification if you got, some basic questions.
Some clarification.
Wynn will think for a moment, and then she'll kind of slap her, letting you go. I see what you did there. Whew. So
Another rock flies in the room.
Every time we do puns, it hurts. Here, I know you're not quite ready and all, but let's come here and sit down. And when we'll sit on like the floor, like crisscross.
Lily will sit next to her.
Uh, when we'll go, I want you to really think hard about what kind of questions you would ask. You know, Mistra or someone who might know. Okay.
Okay.
When is gonna cast Commune? So loud. Sorry, wind shakes the entire tavern with the. And I don't know if we could do it, but she would try to act as like a proxy for Millie to ask the questions. If you're not okay with that, Win can ask.
Oh, I like this. I like this. Roll me a religion. Let's see how well the connection is.
I'm gonna actually burn my inspiration right now for
Okay.
advantage. Oh, guidance, Millie, guidance.
Yes.
I'm gonna say, yeah, you can guide assist. Yeah, no, you can guide assist. I'll allow it because you guys are both working in tandem. I like this.
Go. Fucking rocked. I mean, 14's not terrible.
No,
not
but
terrible.
they're so close to each other.
You both close your eyes when you begin your prayer and you begin to reach out. And as you sit there and you both pray, you can feel a cycle of holy magic and encircling you both. You both feel the spell take hold, and you can hear the call being broadcast out. And after a moment, you get the feeling that someone or something is listening and is ready to receive your questions. And ask me your questions 3.
This is a Millie
Yes.
moment.
I was waiting for you to like be like, okay, the connection's made. You can go.
No, it's almost as if you guys are no longer sitting on the floor of your room right now. It's more like you're sitting in a vast expanse of just white. And you can feel warmth all around you. And the presence that you have connected with feels welcoming and feels very, good.
Where do I go to find the bird staff? Or what is it, and what will it lead me to? Is that considered one question, or is it multi-parts?
That
That's
would be
2
a multi-part.
questions.
Yeah.
Okay, can I just do for one then? Just the first
Yeah.
part?
So, where do I find the staff?
Yes.
The surrounding whiteness begins to change, and just the vast whiteness starts to become more blue and browns and faded greens, and you start to feel cold air whip up around you, and you find yourself now standing in front of a large cave mouth, entering into the frost-covered mountaintops. As you look around, you can tell that you're on the spine of the world, which is this vast range of mountains that stretches across the most northern parts of the world.
Trying to think of how to word the next one. I've got it in my mind, but then that changed things a little. How do I communicate with my mother again?
Still standing at the front of this cave, you feel a glow coming from inside. And a familiar scent seems to flow out to you and beckon to you. It reminds you of home, reminds you of coming home from a delivery and opening the door to fresh baked food that your mom would make. And then there's even times, like, it reminds you of times where you show up and there's like a sour smell from when they're like boiling herbs and stuff for medicine. And you get both of those at the same time coming from within this cave. As you're looking inward, it's all dark inside this cave, but somewhere at the back you can just see not a figure, but an object that's just suspended in some ways. Too dark for you to see exactly what it's suspended in, but you can unmistakably make out the outline of a staff. One more question.
Think out loud for a second. So this is out of character. So I've confirmed the staff that I need to do. I've confirmed my mother's around. My mother probably can give me information about some of the other things. So like I'm inclined to want to ask probably something related to either like the key, but at the same time I'm like, well, maybe mom can answer some of that. So like I'm almost inclined to ask like if her father is still around or like is capable of being communicated with. So I think I'm gonna go with that. So is there can I communicate with my dad too?
How do you word your question?
Think of it this way. You can get a firm answer, is my dad alive?
Yeah.
Or can I communicate? Because can I communicate? There are definitely ways to talk to dead people.
Right, that's why. So is my father alive?
Suddenly, the image of this cave disappears, and you are back in that white expanse of nothingness. Yet there is a singular pedestal standing in front of you, and atop it is a candle that is burning, but it is almost to the point of burning out. That image disappears, and you are back in the room with Wynn.
If I could, real quick, it's not a question, but Wynn would like almost tug at the figure's sleeve before it disappears, and she'll just go, "Let Illuminator know I said thank you for helping my friend, and thank you." And she kind of tries to hug the white blob.
There's nothing to hug. It's just,
Yeah.
like I said, expansive whiteness, and then just a pedestal.
Yeah,
Is she just hugging the floor?
She's just trying to like reciprocate, like, thank you for helping.
Yeah, you feel a warmthness return to you, and you open your eyes back into the room.
Uh, you know how like you get like the pit in your stomach slash like you're nervous, you're like kind of anxious but excited at the same time. Like you don't really like it's just a swirl of emotion and you kind of get that lump in your throat because like you're like she's like okay I can communicate with my mom, I know kind of where I need to go, and I think that last one implies that he is alive but there's something going on and I'm not sure how much longer. There's a lot to do, a lot to think about.
If you remember a while back when you first had this vision of the mountains and heard a voice pushing you towards there, you also got the feeling that time was running out in that direction as well. That warm touch was starting to become cold.
He's like, I got a lot to do. It's very little time.
I mean, the truth of that is probably hits you like a bus, because there is a lot to do, and a lot has happened since you first received that feeling of that warmness being covered with cold, and now this candle burning on its last moments, not completely burned out, but on its way. That's the realization of what that could mean. I imagine, like I said, hits you pretty hard. Or at least it should.
Millie would probably start to tear up. Because everything's just a little overwhelming. And, like, she's not trying to cry, but the tears just kind of start welling up and, like, roll down her cheeks. And I assume Wynn and Millie would be sitting across from each other. So Millie would get up, like, kind of, and lean over and give Wynn a hug and tell her, thank you so much for helping me know. Let me communicate with your God.
Not a problem, honey. But what we can do is, and she's gonna help Millie get up, which is weird because again, one is like 2 foot, so it's like push. She'll go, we're gonna make a pie for Mistress Alter and a pie for Ilmater, okay?
Okay.
That way we can do something with our hands while you think.
Is there
Millie will start getting
anything?
ready.
Yeah, is there anything besides having trouble with your pants that you're going through this morning?
Yeah. Zereg's actually he is alone in his room, so I think this is the only way it would actually happen. But he is gonna reflect on the events that transpired for him yesterday. He really feels odd that his spirit would take on the form of an elk instead of the ferocious wolf that he had always imagined it would be. Just something that I guess doesn't sit well with him, but the oddness quickly fades as he does feel that warmth, like you were saying. And I would imagine it's a feeling he hasn't had basically since he was a child. And it takes him back to a time when he was home with his mother. But as he's getting all of his stuff ready to leave the room, he goes to shut the door, and I would imagine he just remembers like a good time with his mother. And thankfully nobody is in the room because he would never show the rest of the party this side of him, but a tear will well up in his eye as he shuts the door.
What do you think that moment is that he thinks of?
Probably just a great day that he had, a hunt, came home with it. His mother helped him clean the kill, and they just had, a homemade meal.
Perhaps you think about the feeling of immediate adrenaline, seeing this massive creature standing not but 60 feet away from you, lifting its head up with a huge rack of horns. It's gigantic elk. You can just see the majesty and like the strength that it carries.
My phone.
And you feel that warmth again as you put it into its place in the cycle of life. And your arrow pierces its heart and it falls. And you remember going over to it, hearing its labored breathing, feeling that adrenaline shaking your hand as you hold the knife to deliver the killing blow, and you are pulled back by your mom just a bit with her hand on your shoulder, just steadying your hand and giving you a look of reassurance that this is the way of the world, and this is the gift that the world has given you, and you must in turn give it something of you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but at some point a gift will be received from you back into the cycle, whether that be your own body or just something done by your hand. And that tear swells up, falls down your cheek as you take a moment. There's a disturbance that startles you. You hear the loud cawing of a raven just outside your window. And as you turn quickly to the sound, you can see just through one of the frosted panes of window is this dark, ebony-colored bird just staring at you, pecking at the window. One of its peck is so hard that it cracks the window a bit. And this seems to startle the bird itself. And it flies off with a loud cacophony of cawing. And you just watch as that crack slowly begins to spread outward as the cold air.
That's a good omen. Zurag's dead next, guys.
You were also dead first.
Yep.
So these scenes all pass, and eventually you all reconvene in the common room of Sorlar's Smiling Satyr, the quieter part upstairs versus the risque club-like area downstairs. Perhaps you have breakfast, perhaps you skip it. But you all have the day ahead of you. Ressig, your sister's letter would have denoted that she will have classes during the day, and she's expecting you for dinner time later in the evening. So you guys have the whole day in this whole city to do what you will.
All right.
Because she's not coming here until later tonight, right?
You're going there.
We're going there. Okay, I thought she was meeting us here.
No, it was her. She sent me a letter with a come to my home.
Okay.
Forgive for those who are watching. OBS is deciding that it wants to continue to connect, then reconnect and disconnect back and forth. So it's done it a couple times, but it should be up now.
You
Nah.
take a minute, just make sure it's running.
Ain't no storms happening at all here. It is cold but calm.
We'll pull out 2 Tums and eat some because our player needs Tums right now.
Well, I would tell everyone about the letter and the invitation for dinner. But I mean, it would be good to see her. I'm still a little nervous based on how my parents reacted. But what are we gonna do about that big metal rod? It seemed important to those giants, and we can't keep fucking carting it around. It's huge. It needs to be protected somewhere.
Imagine it's just sitting in Zorak's room leaning up against the wall right now.
He's
Every
using it as a
time-
door prop.
Every time the maid comes in, she's like, "What the fuck is that?"
Try to move it one time to clean around it, and then just left it fucking there, just sitting in the middle of the floor. Sweep around it.
You also have the stream as Northwind's Chill episode 18.
Oh, hey, there we go. Oh, thanks. I'm glad. Professionals here.
I looked at it earlier and I read 18, and for some
It's
reason
also
just
not. It's also not showing up on my that we're even online.
oh.
It says we're streaming. It's showing that we're on. Hello.
I got it live.
Okay. Yeah, it did it 2 times. It like disconnected, and then reconnected, and then went a couple minutes, and then disconnected and reconnected. So I don't know. Hello, people in the
Chat
stream.
check.
Somebody,
Hey chat, can you see?
are we there? Can you see? Can you hear?
But you're right, on
Absolutely.
Twitch it says we're offline.
Oh, for fuck's
Yeah,
sake!
on Twitch it says we're offline. Yeah,
It's still streaming though, that's what's weird.
It says we're in a new stream 20 seconds.
So I guess, and my suggestion would be to go to Task Manager, kill OBS, reopen OBS, and then
Well, OBS is work. Like I can sit here. It's not frozen.
yeah, but then it would restart the stream without breaking the chain, so people wouldn't get kicked.
So, Task Manager, OBS.
Yep.
Good.
And process. Been going for 3 minutes.
All right. We are
Yeah.
back. Yes, chat. Maybe. Hello, hello, hello. Can anyone hear us? Can anyone see us?
it's saying that we're actually online. So,
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
mic check.
Somebody.
Wicca wicca.
Chat's
Wicca
very
wicca.
quiet.
Wait, well, we ain't got no chat yet.
I have asked a question. I should get a response.
Are you here, Chad? It's me, Margaret.
It's me, Margaret.
Come back to us, chat. We love you.
Send a message on
We
Discord.
need you. Please come back to join the chaos.
Baby, come back.
Yes, I mean that's the best. It says people are here. All
Yep.
of us.
Yeah, all of us.
Well, we got another one coming in. It's working.
All right.
Yeah, it has to be working. We're definitely live now.
Okay.
We can cut this out of the YouTube video. That's the nice part.
Nah, that's
There
too
you
much
go.
work. I probably did.
They get it wrong. Brought to you by Bad Dragon.
Right. Yep, use code disorderly50 at checkout for 50% off your order at baddragon.com.
You mention it enough, and they do sponsor us. I will.
That will
Do
be-
not
Would-
finish that sentence. Do not-
We don't want to
See,
know
what's
what you
crazy
plan
is,
on
like,
doing on the
usually,
street.
Usually sponsors will send you some of their products for you to use. So you can also use for my personal the site. I don't know.
God. Please
Sorry, I
no.
just had the worst. I had the worst mental image joke in my mind. Just comes back, sits down.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Bad Dragon.
Welcome back to Dissolve
No. No.
Sessions.
No. None of that.
I don't. I was kidnapped. I don't know how I got here. I
you
may
stay
or may
over-
not be
You
held
stay over
against
there
my
in your-
will, but I am
Stay
playing
over
the
there
game
in your
willingly.
in your sweet summer child land.
Welcome back, Soda. You got back to the best part of the conversation.
Welcome back.
Uh, so, Win would throw out as an idea for maybe we could cross and go over go over to the north side of town. We haven't crossed the river yet.
This town is so big, I forget there's the other side of the
Yeah,
river.
we haven't even
We've only done a
barely
little
covered
bit.
a tiny bit of it.
Our country yokel asses are walking around like,
Yeah.
I walk a block and it's not over. It just keeps going.
they have 2 taverns on the street. Like, how many taverns you have to go to?
The
I
library
looked.
was bigger than my entire village.
I looked left, and there was a general store, and then I looked right, and there was a general store. Like, you only need so many horseshoes.
And behind me was the super specific store.
Yeah, you guys literally have the whole day to do with what you will.
As long as we drop off some pies for gods, Win's
Yeah.
good. We're broke. That's the problem. There's
Oh.
some player fucking got rid of all our money. I hate that guy.
Well, perhaps you want to check out a quest board.
I'm down. All right, we start with the pies, then we go to the quest board.
We have assumed control.
Yes.
Do it.
I didn't hear any dissenting voices, so I just assumed
No.
Millie and Win are just like, sure.
Yep. I mean, that sounds.
I mean, I don't have anything really. I have no idea what's going on in this city, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna follow.
Likewise. I would say at some point in time, I do believe somewhere in the South Bank here, there was a forge. Was there not? Or something?
Yeah.
Yep, you can definitely find a forge.
Resig wants to try and finish the shield at some point in time, so she might fuck off and go do that for a little while.
You're gonna try to work on your own shield?
Yeah, because I was taking the pieces of the flail snail shell and trying to integrate it onto the shield. Make it into like mother of pearl-esque pattern, flail snail, sparkly shield.
Okay. You're probably not gonna just be able to walk up to a blacksmith and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna use your stuff." But if you want to drop it off and commission the rest of it to be done, that's something you can do.
Yeah, we po. I was trying to find a way to save money on that, but if I can't do that, then I will follow the group because we need money to.
Yeah,
do
you
stuff like that.
usually don't find people who just let you come off the street and do their job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Good point.
I like to walk into the McDonald's and make my own burger.
Yeah.
Just tablet dominance.
Yeah, that's like saying I don't want to pay $10 for that Big Mac, so I'm gonna come back there and make it myself.
Don't worry, I brought my own beef.
Don't worry. I literally have everything to make the sandwich. I just want to come back there to use your microwave to cook it.
Okay, fine.
Go in there, broad-eyed, bushy-tailed, and be like, "I want to be your apprentice," and then
Yeah.
Quit. Like finish a thing and quit. Like fuck this. This is too hard. I'm gonna take what I made and leave. All right. Well then, I will wait till I get to somewhere where we have money.
Okay. Well, like I said, you may check out the job board if you'd like.
Yeah. We'll drop off the pies. That doesn't really have to be played out as much as we're just offering
no.
our.
No, I want to play it out. What kind of pies do you make? Is there a lattice crust on it? How long do you bake it? Where do you deliver it? I'm just kidding.
Alright.
That's fine.
No. It's gonna be a rhubarb one, and there's gonna be a strawberry one.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. I like this.
Rhubarb and strawberry, or just rhubarb and strawberry, cumulatively or separately? Because strawberry rhubarb is pretty darn good.
Yeah, I think a strawberry rhubarb for both would be good.
Do we want to do
Isn't that the
pie,
pie
or do we
from
want to do
Thinner?
crumble?
Ooh. One will be a lattice, one will be a crumble.
All right. I call crumble.
Meanwhile, Zurag just standing there holding a bagel. He's looking at it and he's waxing.
I was told I
poetically.
can't talk about it, so I'm not gonna go down that road.
Hey, what did I tell you about fucking bagels? Another rock comes and hits Win in the head for
Damn it!
4 points of bludgeoning damage.
You think we can find a street vendor that sells fried pickles?
I need.
You're about to,
I need a
you're
street
about to
vendor
feel
to
a
sell
lightning
pellets.
strike. Just fucking thunderclap just comes down and strikes Millie.
Millie is now level 4.
Wait, that could have gone well for Millie though. She could have been level 20.
Nope. I would have just flipped it around.
But yes, we drop the pies off. And then our hobo asses go off to find work.
Okay. So, as you guys make your way, trying to asking around where you could find jobs and stuff like that, you were pointed over towards the Moon Bridge, where a job board is often posted on either side. So as you make your way towards this moon bridge, you really catch its majesty and full glory. You can see that even in the daylight hours here, the walkway that stretches beyond the towers and each bank of the different sides of the river are almost invisible. There's a slight ethereal glow that shines your tokens going forward, and then coming back like, oh shit, I forgot something. But yeah, you see this. It's like a almost pale blue ethereal walkway that people are walking across, giving the image of them looking like they are walking across open air. Quit it! I will pause you again. But you see,
I got it. Stream's doing good. Just sorry.
you see a board with multiple postings on each like little square that makes it. Now the jobs seem to be placed in separate categories. There are copper levels, silver levels, gold levels, and there are even a few platinum level jobs. Now, each of these jobs vary in difficulty as well as how much they pay. But even looking at the copper level spells, they're nothing to really sneeze at. You see there is a posting concerning a runaway living spell. Seems that somebody has foolishly embellished, or it's not embellished, but emboldened a magical spell, the Burning Hand spell, with some sort of arcane life, and it has gained its own will and has fled and is probably causing havoc somewhere in the city. There is some issues with the City Watch. There's a strange warehouse that seems to howl at night.
Not the warehouse. No. I don't want to be bit by a warehouse and turn into one.
You see, there's one for a noble who is asking for somebody to act as their champion because they offended a knight who has demanded a trial by honor outside the city at sunrise. Strange hissing sounds have been heard coming from some of the sewer grates in the north area. A mythical shield has been sorry, not a mythical shield, a mythical shard is believed to be in some sort of underground ruin not very far from the city. And there's a noble that has gone missing. The noble that's gone missing pays 4,000 gold.
And these are all the
The
copper
shard.
level one?
So the first, let's see, the runaway living spell and the I kind of gave one that are in each category. So the runaway living spell is a copper level. The issue with the City Watch, it seems that somebody from the City Watch believes that one of their regiment is acting strangely and kind of wants like some private investigative work done. That's a silver level. The howling from the warehouse is also a silver level. The knight who's been offended and somebody and a noble needs a stand-in, that is a gold level. So is the hissing coming from the sewers, and then the shard and the missing noble are considered platinum.
The dual one, does that like specify like you have to win?
He just needs a stand-in.
And it's not a fight to the death, or
Doesn't really give you much information. Just on this job posting.
I mean, that's an easy one because that's just the morning for us. Obviously, I assume it's not set for this morning, or we already missed it.
Yeah, it seems like as you guys are standing there, you watch as like some of the papers just kind of burn away, and as like you're looking at one, you see that it's like reaching the time, like its time limit, and as it does so, it burns up. So you can imagine if there was no time left, you wouldn't be seeing these. So yes, you do have time. The duel states it would be at sunrise, so that would be the next day.
I mean, I think you could do that one, Zerag.
Do I have to kill somebody?
I
Say.
don't think you do. I mean, it doesn't say like a fight to the death or anything. So,
If this
But-
noble guy deserved it, though, I'd be fighting somebody that'd be a potential ally.
Or you could wow them with your strength, and then they might be an
Hmm.
ally.
I mean, we could always go and see what's it's all about, and then
Do you need a white glove for these kinds of things? Just, poof them in the face with it, or how does that work?
I think the knight has already slapped the noble, like, because that's how you challenge. Now the noble's trying to weasel his way out. Now, I mean, he could be right. Maybe the noble said the knight farted loudly while they were going down the stairs, and the knight did, but he felt ashamed. We don't know.
I'd imagine we'd want to do these things separate. It doesn't really make much sense. There's just one of us that needs to be there.
Farting and walking down the stairs seems like an odd reason to start a duel, but I mean, it wouldn't hurt to go check it
I
out
mean,
and at least ask some questions.
I
We
mean,
had a neighbor kid in village. I think that would have been warranted for starting a duel, let me tell you. Birds fell out of the sky.
so yeah, I think that's a good one because that one's gonna be straightforward and quick. This shard, though, that also seems interesting. I just don't think we have time to do it today.
Mm. Well, the runaway spell might be. I don't know anything about magic, but that doesn't seem like something that would take a really long time. But again, don't know magic, so I don't know how long it would take for you to unalive a living spell.
I guess, would I know how to do that?
You know how to do what?
Unalive a living spell?
I mean,
Arcana check? Or
Sure, I'll allow an Arcana check.
can I guidance or no?
No,
Okay.
actually, yes.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
It's a 27.
So you can imagine that a spell has energy into it, which in this case sounds like the energy that was cast when the spell was cast, has transferred over to its actual like HP, to put it in game terms. So you imagine that outright defeating it in some sort of combat, probably magical combat, that you could disperse the energy, or if you are strong enough, you could just outright dispel it.
All right, sounds like a plan. I think I can handle that one.
Anything? I mean, depending on how long dinner lasts tonight, we might be able to go check out that warehouse. Wait, it was the guards had an issue with one of their own and a warehouse? I thought the guards had the issue with the warehouse.
No, the guards. One of the guards believes that someone in their regiment is acting strangely, and like they want them to be like investigated.
Okay.
Just without letting anybody know. The warehouse is a totally different thing on its own.
I made notes, and it's like the guards have an issue with the warehouse. It's like, wait a minute, when did the person come in? So, all right.
No. Yeah. Here, I will let you guys know how much each of these jobs pay. For the runaway living spell, which is a copper tier, that's paying 400 gold. For the private investigative work against the member in the watch, that is also copper tier, that pays 600 gold. The issue with the howling coming from the warehouse is a silver tier, paying 900 gold. The duel at dawn is gold tier, and it's paying 1,500 gold. And the hissing from the sewers, considered, I'm gonna make that one gold as well. That's paying 2,000. And the shard and the missing noble are both platinum. The shard pays 2,800 gold. The missing noble pays 4,000.
And no information on the board about the missing noble, just guy missing. Come here for information.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, essentially, yeah. You have an area where to go to accept the quest. You essentially go to a guild hall to accept the quest, and the guild hall will.
Konosuba-esque.
Yeah.
Explosion.
So much fun. Just ridiculous. All right. So, the runaway spell and the warehouse we could probably do today. The champion tomorrow. You said it's sunrise.
And then the ruin delve we could try. But again, we don't want to stay here too long, even though the gold is so fucking good.
Well, we need funds.
Oh yeah, we need money, but like, remember, we're on time limits on some of these quests.
Most of them, and we still have to find somebody to talk to about everything. Some important person.
Oh yeah,
and that might take somebody with a bit of leeway or a little some position in the city working for the city watch, or maybe this noble, depending on what they did or how much of a dick they are. We might need connections to talk to people about some of the shit we need, so doing some of these jobs might help with that.
I mean, I think the noble, like dueling for the noble, also is good in if he's not an asshole. We don't know
The missing one.
because again, no, the a duel, like it's a good amount of gold, but remember, this guy could have been like a complete asshole.
Yeah.
And do we want to defend him if that's the case?
Yeah. Might be a hey, who is this noble? What are they looking for? And then inquire about, what kind of person they are before we officially accept it.
Yeah.
I don't know if Zurag as a character would fight somebody else's battle like that.
Yeah, and I mean that's the thing is like I can see Zurag like being able to be talked in if the noble was not necessarily in the wrong. But I don't think even Win would really have heart in it if this noble was like went off on this guy and like insulted his entire family and was like a jerk. We would end up beating up our own client. Come on, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's
How did we get the 1,500 gold? We found it on his coin, on his person. The knight shows up. He's like, "It's time for my duel." He just sees like 4 people just stomping on this noble.
so.
Well, we at least see some on here that we can inquire about, so we should head to the guild area.
Yeah.
I think we need to do the burning hand now.
I think we have
We're
to
gonna
go.
do Burning
I think
Hand. We need to do that.
Accept the quest before we
actually get
started on that.
You know,
Yeah, I mean, I just think that's one we need to take and get going ASAP.
Yeah, that's why I said.
So that's gonna be something that gets solved.
Yeah, I think the burn. That's why I said I think Burning Hands and the warehouse or the City Watch we could do in the same day.
I would say warehouse over that.
We'd have to wait
over
for
City
night.
Watches because
We'd have to wait for night anyway.
yeah, we're. I'm gonna be honest. We're not great at investigating.
Players or characters?
Yes. Solve this mystery, us. Huh.
Investigation and diplomacy
Can I have
are
a hint?
certainly not our forte.
Go to Drug How. Go in. Probably you want to use stealth. Us.
we stealth pretty darn good until the end there.
I mean, we'd made like 2 stealth rolls. I think we were far from close to the end when we got caught.
We made it up the cliff. And then Merc was staring at the guy, and the guy was staring at Merc.
Well, let's head to this place and see what we find.
I'll say we should grab the hissing too. Might as well.
Yeah. Get the hiss.
Okay, so you guys
Yep.
good?
So, the spell, the hissing, and the warehouse, or the spell, the hissing, and the guard?
Spell, hissing, warehouse, noble. The duel.
Oh yeah. Did we?
Like we can again. We don't have to take these quests if they tell us, "Hey, yeah, this is what it's about," and then we don't like it.
Maybe we could ask a little more when we get there about the noble's champion. See, who is this guy and what did he do? So, let's head there and see what happens.
All right. So you guys cross over to the North Bank, which is an entirely different portion of the city and different than the South Bank, for which you just left. You cross over, and there are a number of different buildings that greet your eyes. And you make your way eventually over to where is it at? I'm not gonna look at the numbers. We'll just say you make it over to like a guild hall. You can see outside flies the standard of Silver Moon's guild, as well as the markings for the different differentiating guards here, the spell guard as well as the city guard. As you come inside here, it is a bustling hall where there are multiple countered booths that line along the walls and stretch across. There is a common room where you see adventurers just like you discussing jobs with parties that that have already formed or are trying to form as they accept quests. See, there's money being exchanged as people complete their quests, turning them into the guild workers. And you see there is a line that stretches along the right-hand side of the room, leading up to this to these booths, these countered booths.
Quick question. Like, looking at the people who are accepting the quest, like these parties and stuff, would it look like if like a group maybe as seasoned as us took a copper that would be kind of like poaching and that'd be like kicking really hard down?
Give me a perception check. So it doesn't seem like there's like any type of taboo for accepting a low like a copper variant quest. Although there is some razzing amongst groups that seem to be familiar with each other. You know, you hear people kind of poking fun at each other, like, you've been at the job this long and you're still taking silver leveled quests. Like, we've moved over to solely gold level. And then other people kind of hopping in like, a gold level, we've been doing platinums for the last month and stuff like that. And some of them seems to be just kind of verbose boasting, where you can't really tell if they're being serious or not. But others by the look of it, you can see that, like, okay, yeah, they've been through some shit. I've seen some shit. But I mean, the competition here is really just getting the money and notoriety. And sometimes, personally, and you as somebody of Ilmater would know, would probably feel this and kind of live your life by this. Sometimes doing something for like the smaller man is much more rewarding than doing something for, lots and lots of money.
All right. Yeah, that's kind of how Wynn was taking the quests, was mostly on, like, what is the most immediate, like, that needs to be fixed. The Noble Duel is the only one she's really, like, iffy on.
I'll only take a quest if it involves goblins.
Yeah, you do see a guy who won't remove his helmet, and it's just taking all the goblin quests.
He's so fucking cool.
Yep. You see a blonde kid with a bunch of busty babes around him, all fawning over him, even though he's completely clueless of them flirting with him and liking him. That's a callback to is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon? His name's Bell Cornell. But eventually your line gets you moving, and you find yourself standing in front of one of these countered booths. Behind the counter is similarly to the anime that I just mentioned, an elven woman with glasses, hair tied up in a bun, and looking very friendly with a smile on her face as she greets you. Well, hello there. New in town, I see. Come to pick up some jobs?
We would love to. We were looking at. Do they have like a listed on the table too, like a little sheet?
Yeah, you would actually like when you go to the job board, it's kind of like when like you see real life. You see like you want guitar lessons? Call this number. You pull the tab.
Yeah.
When you pull the tab off the job, it turns into a coin with like a number inscribed on it.
Okay.
And you can just place down the ones that you find interest in.
Well, you'll set them down. We're looking at this one, this one, this one, and I think this one. But we wanted a little bit more information about that one. The duel.
Okay. Well, the duel. She looks and she's like, well, the information here is kind of just, as you see here, seems that one of our noblemen here did something to offend somebody from the Fae, and well, there's a duel. I'm not quite sure of the details. I know you would have to see them, but if you're interested, you'll want to meet with Lord Halveth Amcarthra. He'll be the one to give you further details. I can give you his address and stuff if that's the quest you are interested in. I also give you some information about these other ones here.
All right, so the runaway spell.
Yeah, it looks like one of the Vault of Sages apprentice, Thalis Born, casting a spell. Looks like, as he casted a spell, it just anchored itself to the weave, and now it's running amok. It's a burning hand spell. So I'd probably be looking for somewhere where fire would be kept, or smoke. It's not the first time we've had a incident like this. In fact, I think this is the third time I've heard something like this in 2 months. Strange.
Was it the same apprentice all those times?
Well, the first one wasn't, but the last one and this one seem to be all tied to Thalis Vorn. Again, we ask our those who submit quests to keep their entries quite brief. And we offer them to adventurers, but any investigation you wish to do, you are more than welcome to. You are operating under the city of Silvery Moon, so you are open to ask questions.
All right. And what's the information about the Howling Warehouse?
Oh, that one's a bit spooky. When I heard the stories, it sent a chill right to my bones. It was a trading house that's no longer used. It was used by Velstron Imports. They used to move exotic livestock from all around. Seems that on nightfall, the deep hours of the night, there's a bunch of howling that can be heard coming from within. Although when it's been checked out, nobody's been able to see anything.
And hissing sewers. What about that one?
Not much information on this. Although it seems that starting 2 months ago, a hissing sound could be heard coming from the sewers. Again, once investigated, no one was able to find out or find anything. They kind of just boiled it down to it being maybe just a reaction of, the changing of the weather or something else, but nothing concrete has been found there. But it seems to be getting worse, louder.
Is it concentrated
She'll look back at the
in
party. That was all of them, right?
some area, or is it just some all throughout the North Bank?
Well, it seems to be northeast of the North Bank seems to be where it's congregated the most. See, it says here that the city blames it on giant crocodiles. That just sounds ridiculous. No doubt just trying to give substance to something that isn't there.
Well,
Srag staring off into space, remembering Cholt.
I was about to say. This is Vader coming out with another one of his favorites, bringing back another Hydra. Well, I mean,
Who, me?
no,
This quest is mine. I already found this beastie.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just giant frogs.
How did you
All the
beat us
time.
here?
Giant frogs.
You snooze, you lose.
Frogs.
Get it.
To find out that it's because somebody's trying to buy exotic pets, hydras, and when they get a little bit out of unruly, they flush them.
Did we want to ask about the City Watch one, or just snag these ones for now?
We can ask about that one. What about the City Watch?
City Watch, City Watch. She's going through and she finds the file number.
Let me pull up Google
It's
and
actually
find that number
re-
for you.
It's actually reported by multiple guardsmen. Seems there's been a string of strange illnesses along this one particular regiment of guards. String of them, going to work one day, being normal, and coming to work the next day and acting very strangely. It seems to only last about a day or so because afterwards the guards report back to duty and feeling fine and not recalling anything that is ever being bad, ever being wrong.
They're hypnotized.
Sounds like something for
I remember that.
a high quality healer or somebody who's really good with medicine to figure something out like that.
You got one of those?
I think so. Like we got two.
Yeah, well, let's
Oh, Zurag's deaf hand with a sewing needle?
Are we cleaning them out of all quests but the platinum for now?
Oh, I think we should have definitely grabbed the shard.
Can we ask about the shard too?
Oh yeah, what's the word I'm looking for? A traveling archaeologist type mage has found a way to open up an ancient doorway to ruins that existed a long time ago. And while they were exploring the ruins, they found these shards of a very rare magical stone. and they want essentially an escort to go further.
Doesn't sound so bad.
I mean, what the hell? While we're here, what's the deal with the missing noble? Might as well. That's the only one we haven't asked about.
I pulled
Um,
the little tab for every one of these. I got confused, and now I want to know stuff.
I found all of them.
Lady Aerith Veilthorn, very well-known noblewoman here. She's elvish, and for over a century, she has funded orphanages, helped bring down the operations of unruly kinds. Says here she's helped disband a few cults in the making. And she has ties to the Spell Guard. Seems 3 nights ago she went missing. There were no signs of any struggle at her home, but nobody has seen her since her last reported duty.
Well, that definitely sounds like one we should check out. I think.
Well, looks like we got a lot of work ahead of us. When we'll go. Do we have any questions? Any additional questions?
I do need that noble's house address.
She will give you the address to Lord Halveth M. Cathra.
All right. Baltic Sage's apprentice. Did she tell us where this Burning Hands was causing havoc? She just said where the apprentice was from, so I'd assume it's around the vault.
Around where fire and smoke is.
Not specific.
So I would say, yeah. So I would imagine it's over by the blacksmith next to the vault in the ladies' college.
Hey, that might be it. All right. So let's go talk to a noble and go find some fire.
I would say we do the hand first, because remember, that is a burning hand that is flying around. Someone is going to solve that fast.
Yeah. Okay.
It is also immediately endangering people.
Yeah, it's true. Let's go find some fire.
So which quests are you guys taking?
All of them.
I think all of them.
I mean, that's fine. Are you take all of them?
Is there any
So-
penalty for failing or not doing it?
No, if you don't complete the quest, you don't get the. You don't get the money.
Yeah, all of them. Might as well.
There are you're not going to be the only people doing these quests. So if you take forever to do them,
Mm-hmm.
you might miss your shot.
Right. Well,
You could go do this living spell, but in the meantime, somebody could be talking to the noble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We could split the party.
that's good, because the one person who's actually charismatic among us is, you.
And I also deal with
Our
all the
black-
magic.
Wynn has a +8. She has expertise
He's a
now.
noble now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
When
so
speaks
you
noble.
guys are accepting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quests.
Yep.
All right. So, okay, Wynn, do you want to go with Zurag and go meet with that noble? And you could be like, this could be your champion. And then Bressig and I go take the Burning Hands.
Yeah, we could pull that out. You sure you guys will be safe?
No, but we're willing to
Pretty
try.
sure.
Uh, Zurag, you're okay with this?
As long as I can keep my pants on.
I mean, that's not necessarily a requirement, but let's go.
Good luck.
I would like to know who I'm fighting for. Or at least defending.
That's why I suggested you two go together. That way you can meet him, get a feel for it, and then go from there. I think that would make all of us, feel the most easy.
Okay. So we split the party.
The dying begins.
So we'll do Win and Zurag first. You follow the directions given to a fancy area of town where all the houses are quite large and all have sprawling yards and gardens. And you come across one in particular house that has a not like an iron wrought fence. It looks more like magical steel. And it surrounds this entire yard. There's an archway with a gate that opens inward that is covered in flowers. Even the most of the fence is covered in flower and ivy. And as you step in, you can see off to your right there's a bit of a gap in all the foliage and stuff here, and you see there's a tree stump, just kind of acting as an eyesore in this relatively beautiful garden. And you walk up the cobblestone pathway up to the door, where there is a brass door knocker with the initials HA carved into it in calligraphy. And you knock on the door.
When reaches up, hits the middle of the door. Shit.
And after a moment, the door swings open, and a man in a butler's outfit opens the door and looks down to see you, and then looks up to see Zurag. Yes, may I help you? Are you the new gardeners?
No. We're here because your boss put out a note that he needed someone to defend him.
Yes, adventurers. Please come in. I shall fetch the Lord for you. He brings you in to this foyer that looks way grander than the outside of this house seems like it could produce. It is very, very rich. There are numerous tapestries and portraits hung on the wall. The stairs that spiral up on both sides to the second floor are all lined with with like regal reds and golds. There is a gaudy looking fountain in the center of this foyer, and the butler motions over towards a few seats. These high back chairs that look too rigid to be comfortable, but you sit down and they seem to wrap around you to add comfort. I shall fetch the Lord. Please be patient. He's quite busy today.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll entertain ourselves. Most important question: quality of the waiting room cookies.
There are no cookies. Do you ask for some cookies?
No, Win fixes that. We'll cast create food.
Okay.
There is a small banquet of cookies and various hors d'oeuvres.
Zarag would probably just grab a handful.
Does it
start
create food?
crushing
Make
'em.
like 40 pounds worth of food?
Yes, and if
Yes,
Win
it
casts it,
does.
it's extra delicious.
It's a huge
And
pile
Make
of
sure you
cookies.
mark off that spell slot.
Oh, absolutely.
Zarag is crushing 40 pounds of cookies.
There's like little tarts, various,
And
30 gallons of
and
fresh
not-
water,
yeah.
which she turns into wine, by the way. It's wine and hot chocolate and
So after about an hour, the butler finally descends the stairs. The Lord of the Manor will see you now. Please follow me. Try not to get your crumbs on the carpet.
Zarek gets up and is like,
You can immediately feel the presence of multiple unseen servants coming to clean up everything. You are led away from the foyer up the stairs and into a magnificent looking office area where you see a man standing over what looks to be like a diorama of his own property. He's got his hand resting on his chin as he's just looking down, perplexed, and you see him moving certain things around. He's a tall, very lanky man. His hair is all the way silver, but it looks like he curls the ends with hot curlers. He's got a very pencil-thin mustache, and he's wearing a silken robe that is stitched tight at the waist with like a...
does it have his initials on it?
The robe doesn't, but the big puffy like ascot around his neck does.
0% chance we beat this guy up in his own home. I am sorry, party.
He's just like, as you approach, he's like, everything was perfect. I had it all arranged. This was about to be a glorious new addition to my garden, but that damn tree just had to be in the way. And you are announced by the butler. Lord Halbereth and Captor, your adventurers are here. Oh, yes, come over. Tell me, what do you think? Should I add a secondary fountain over here? And he shows you like an area where there's already a fountain, but it looks like the fountain that he's placing just looks like similar. Or should I just make one big fountain? And he squeezes the two like diorama pieces together and they form into one big fountain with, you know how they usually have like cherubs and stuff like that, just like pouring water. Well, these cherubs all have his face.
Mm.
You can tell right away that this man is very, very full of himself. And he seems to be asking you like your opinion, but the way he's asking, you can tell he doesn't want you to answer. He's got it all figured out himself. Like he answers his own questions before you even get a chance to. And then after about 20 more minutes of him just kind of talking to himself while you're standing there, eventually he looks up and he's like, Oh, my, you are quite the strong one. Yes, I'm sure you will do. You could win me that duel, I imagine, with one hand tied behind your back. Look at you. Why, those pants are struggling to stay on. So bulky.
It's my third pair today.
Let's see. He's eyeing Zurag up and down like he's a piece of meat. Lovely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
was
okay,
he in,
now we
but it's-
sell Durag. Okay.
But it's
Here we
was
not
he
go.
in
like-
Sorlar's
it's not
Smiling
like-
Satyr the other night? Was he
No,
there for the
he's not.
shows?
He's not looking. He's not looking at Zurag like he's a piece of meat for that reason. He's looking like yes, you can do this job, and you're disposable if you fail.
Well, I only had one question. Is it to the death or just like first blood or?
You know how this city fae can be when their honor is insulted or whatever you said. I imagine it's to the death, but it should be fine. If you look strong enough, I imagine you could kill him in one swipe.
May I ask what you did to offend him?
I cut down a tree that was in my yard. This is my property. I cut down a moon blossom tree. He says, "Oh, it was a family grave marker." I didn't listen. Listen, I am trying to expand my garden, and that tree was in the way. It was an eyesore. It only bloomed at night, and I couldn't see it at night. I'm asleep. Why would I want a tree that only blossoms at night? That's ridiculous.
Wouldn't your house be beautiful at all times if it glowed at night? Like
My house is beautiful at all times. Haven't you seen it? Look. Take the time to look at my diorama.
Wynn is going to actually like take 2 minutes to look at the diorama. She's not really putting it in, but she's like making the effort to look.
He's like standing there right next to you, like, yes, take a good look, yes.
Well,
Look at this
I
detail.
actually have recently come into a castle of my own, but I should take
You?
notes. Yes, me. I recently, became a noble myself.
A castle? No. You mean like a barn or like an outhouse?
When will put on all the airs that the deck of many things has given her.
Where is your castle? He says with a very high sarcastic inflection.
Well, you see, Castle Sweetheart, and I don't know what I would roll for this, but she's just gonna do like a long, like storied history of this thing that she got from the deck of many things.
So
she's
deception.
gonna. Damn it! I don't have anything in deception. Good job, Wynn.
I have to say, it sounds utterly made up.
Well, it did come from a deck card, so you know.
You know, in some places, feigning nobility is a death sentence. Perhaps you should watch who you talk to.
Wynn will shrug. Well, anyways, so it's she would know the price. 1,500 gold, right, Raider?
Yes, I'm sorry. Is there a reason why you're here? You're small and obviously delusional. But you, my friend, I think you could do me a solid and get rid of this pesky knight of the Fae and well, maybe even rip up that stump. You could be my new garden boy.
I'd rather not.
I'd pay you quite handsomely.
Mostly just passing through. I don't intend to stay here. Places like this kind of me feel uneasy. And look around.
But are you going to take care of this pesky knight problem, or are you just here to waste my time?
He'll look at Win.
They kind of make eye contact at the same time. And when we'll go, nah, bye. And she just turns and leaves.
Because I think he would go with Win, obviously, but just they're getting a very bad impression from this, and a little bit of we have ran into a little bit of Faye. Never had any problems.
As they're going down the stairs, Wynn is going to look at Zarag and she goes, I could do something maybe for that Faye whose, family he dishonored. But I might need you to keep them either distracted or, make sure no one comes and disturbs me.
What do you mean?
Well, if he dug up a grave, he technically unhollowed that ground.
So you mean you want to do it right now?
When we'll go?
He did say he doesn't see anything when he sleeps.
We could do the ceremony at night. What do you say about a little bit midnight excavated later?
I am going to be very tired for tomorrow morning.
But it is a good deed. We're doing the anti-quest.
Well, I guess I don't have to be up early in the morning if we're doing this, huh?
I'm curious to go
hit
see.
the anti-quest.
I mean,
You
I
could agree
will-
to
I think
show up
that's
to
a
the
better way to
duel and
do it.
tell them that you fixed it.
I will say, the guild is the one who would be paying you. So if you solve this problem your own way, as long as it's solved, you can complete the quest.
it didn't say we actually had to fight anything, right? It was just we were the stand-in for a duel.
Just be a stand-in, yeah.
Mhm.
You get the idea that this guy probably wasn't even going to show up to watch his stand-in win the duel.
I mean, yeah, he was too bothered to even look at us for how long.
Yeah, Linda's gonna stop by and look at the stump.
Okay. What are you looking at? Looking at? What are you doing to this stump?
Because she was told it was like a gravesite, right?
It was you weren't really
He didn't
told
know. He
much.
was just like, eh.
He said it was like he said it's like grave marker,
Yeah.
whatever.
Some ceremony funeral rites is, something, but one will just kind of from the earlier feast kind of put down just a little glass of milk on the stump. She'll go, well, Zarag, we had some thinking to do.
Well, should we head back then?
Win will nod. Wonder how the others are doing.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Better than us.
everything's on fire!
Meanwhile, the other two make their way back across the bridge, going over towards the Vault of Sages, kind of taking maybe the blacksmith's area is where it will be. And as you come around the corner, and you can see the vault of sages as well as the blacksmith's thing. The doors to the blacksmith's shop suddenly fling open as one of the smiths inside comes rushing out, their hair on fire. They rush around before finally being able to stamp it off in one of the little magical snow piles. And as they lift their steaming head up, you can see that there is where the crown of their head is now a singed bald spot. And as they turn back towards you, like half of their facial hair is missing. And you, as you go to talk with them, the left of you lights up as the kiln just erupts into flame. And you can hear the sounds of clanking metal.
Well, I guess we were
Huh?
right. Resic will definitely
Definitely don't think that's how it's supposed to work.
pull out the shield and put herself between this ball of fire and twisted metal and Millie. Just shield up.
Perhaps you should
Muckle
also
Heath
pull out
out.
your flaming sword.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do much good.
But it might be able to defend better.
It's not gonna do any.
Or you might be able to lure it out. Yeah.
Well, you have firebolt.
Alright.
I'll let you do that. I'm trying to defend your ass. Yeah, I'll pull out the Makulhito, the shield, and just kind of plant myself at the doorway and see what happens.
As you plant yourself in the front of the doorway, superimposing yourself between Millie and this raging inferno inside, you see that there is another blacksmith in there, and the sound of steel clashing is coming from them using what looks like to be blacksmith's tongs in a sword fight against an animated sword that is swinging back and forth, colliding with him. And as you go to step in, the table starts flying at you.
Lovely. All right.
And, and I'm gonna drag these guys over here so I can add them to my initiative.
And you said the kiln or the foundry came to life?
Yeah, like the flames from the smithy is like bursting into flames.
Okay. So tiny.
And just like in the like in the flames and the outlines of the flames, you can see the unmistakable look of what, like a hand.
Okay.
I'll drag you.
You know, honestly, Zurek, I feel like we got the harder quest.
Definitely.
This
Dealing
would
with
be like
something
the-
as pompous as that is way worse. Anything they could be
Listen.
dealing with.
This would be theater of the mind. But if I could have Millie and oh god, hold on. Oh, I never ended the other encounter from fucking forever ago.
Yeah, we're not fighting that fucking giant again.
Two giants laying in the middle of the road, their bodies like rotting over.
Yeah, yeah.
What are they
yeah,
gonna do
so-
on their turn? Mold.
Mold,
Rot.
decay.
All right.
Okay, so like I said, we're just kind of theater of the mind. This. Let me switch over to some battle music.
Why does the charisma check say 1 equal 1 plus 0?
That's a good
Mm.
question.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but initiative is an ability check, yeah?
Yes, it is.
Yay. Disadvantage. Hanya. There you see? I roll like shit. Big shocker.
I did pretty decently for once. Yay.
I need to find me some good battle music playlists that aren't just like crazy. This will work.
Hot for Teacher starts playing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just need like music. That'll work. Okay, I'm gonna roll.
Oh, Soda, that's not fair. Windsor egg, call it beefcake. That is actually a good ship name. I hate it.
That's pretty good. So, yeah, that's pretty good.
Such a beefcake can't fit through the door.
Yeah. I've been booking up. That episode's hilarious. Okay. That is one fat ass. Okay, so as Resting, as you storm into the front of these doors that were just kind of kicked outwards from this other blacksmiths come rushing out, the flames explode into the kiln and sending out a wave of heat as you enter in, instantly causing beads of sweat to gather on your brow. You see this other blacksmith is going toe-to-toe with a flying sword that is striking at them as it swings around dangerously in the air. And you suddenly hear the sound of wood scraping against wood as you look and see this table come rushing at you. The sword is going to make a slashing attack against this blacksmith. Clangs into the long tongs, iron tongs that this blacksmith is using. But as this sword swings through the air, magically guided by something, you could see distress and a look of of help needed coming from this blacksmith, as he's not doesn't look like he's going to be able to hold off this sword for long. Millie, that is your turn to act. Ressig jumps in front of you, brandishing their weapons. You can see inside, and just past. Let me move this guy over here. So just past Ressig, you see this table, almost running on all fours, come at them.
Just like in the bar hop quest. That table can drink anybody on the table.
Yep. Yep.
Can I see the burning hands specifically?
You give me a perception check.
Burning hands looks like a hand. Cute.
19.
Yeah. As you look in, you're seeing this a little bit differently than Restig is. Restig is seeing the physicality of all this happening, but as you look in, you're seeing strands of magic wrapping around each of these objects. You can see it flowing through the grains of the wood in the table, going down to its legs, causing them to animate almost like a horse. You can see weaves of magic wrapped around the handle of the sword as it swings through the air haphazardly. And as you look deeper into this like wall of fire that is the smithy, you can see almost like outlined in this purplish thread. You can see the hands. This is the first time you've ever seen like palpable magic like this. It looks odd and it feels very old.
This is both fascinating, very cool, and kind of terrifying all at the same time. Resig, can you help out Resig, I'm gonna need you to help out the smith over there. Make sure he doesn't get hit. And I'm gonna start focusing on the fire so we don't burn the place down. And she will cast Ray of Frost at the fire.
Okay.
Gotta cool it down.
Very nice.
27 to hit.
27 does hit.
$13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. You watch as you impact into this flames, and your ice begins to dull some of the fire. But then you see that the bellows are kind of like on a chain drive, and they compress, causing oxygen to flow into the air. And it seems that the burning hands benefits from this, and whereas your magic should have done more damage to it, it seems to not do as much, as it's feeding off the live flames and heat from the smithy.
Okay.
It's now filling the room with hot steam, and you can still see this magic weave kind of flowing throughout the area. Anything else you'd like to do?
I think that's gonna be it for now.
All right, you holler over to Resse to take care of the blacksmith and stuff like that, and Resse would love to acquiesce, but they have a table coming right at him, and as it's rushing right towards him, it's going to do a ram attack. $23 to hit you.
That'll hit.
Okay. And because it got to move a certain distance and hits you, you're going to take an extra 2d8 bludgeoning. So this is actually going to be 4
Owie.
D8 +4, and I need a strength saving throw from you. You take 17 points of bludgeoning damage
Nope. I'm
as
not.
this table just comes running up and
28.
impacts right into your midsection. You feel like it's trying to overpower you, but you are able to plant your feet down and stop it from knocking you prone. That is the burning hands. Now that it's been attacked and stuff like that, you watch as it flares up and it starts to gather magic around the center of its hands. And with a gout of flame, it is going to release flames out. I need both Millie and Ressig to give me a dexterity saving throw. The table does need to do it as well. That's,
23.
So 23 is a pass. 13 just passes. Let me roll for the blacksmith that's in there. He's gonna pass. Let me roll for the table and the sword. It's kind of getting everybody. Table's gonna fail.
Wonderful.
Sword's gonna pass. So everybody will take damage, but the table is the other one's gonna take full damage. So the table takes 11 points of fire damage. And the rest of you take 5.
I mean, Zerak, it's not like what a table's gonna attack them. They're just finding one little spell and putting it out. You just little bit of magic. I bet they're already done.
Table, that's
you
oddly
do-
specific.
You do see that the blacksmith who was fighting with the sword falls unconscious as the heat just kind of it's too much to bear. Let me just double check one thing. Actually, I'm just gonna say it. The table is now on fire.
Lovely.
Ressig.
How far am I from the blacksmith?
You have to get past this table.
Pretty much blocking the whole door.
Which is kind of blocking your way. Essentially, yes.
Okay. Mock will heat out, sword up, and oh wait! Before I do all that, time to eat them magic mushrooms and get big, please. And thank you. Hey.
Squat.
So yeah, I will bonus action, get huge, and then smack a table with
Smack it.
no advantage, no disadvantage, thankfully. Dirty 20 to hit.
A dirty 20 will hit.
All right, damage plus a 1d. Fuck, it's been a long time. D6. One. Nope. 1d6. I don't get it as a d8 yet. Okay. 17 points of magical slashy damage.
There is a resounding crack as your weapon impacts into the table. You badly damage it, but it still seems to be standing.
Then I think I will take this opportunity to hit it again. 15 to hit.
15 just hits. as you strike into the table. It kind of rears back, almost like a horse would. Its legs kicking up in your face. Embers from where its wooden parts are singeing are getting in your face, and you strike out, and it had exactly 11 HP left.
Hell, yeah.
And
All
you
right.
just like break through the table, break it in half, and it falls. It's each pieces fall to the side of you, and you can see now the man on the ground, and hovering above him is the sword that's just like ready for you to come at it.
How far is he?
He's about 10 feet past the table.
All right. I'm gonna move in. So it's 10 feet. Grab arm, leg, hand, something, whatever I can get a hold of, and just haul his ass out.
Okay, the sword is going to strike at you as an opportunity attack as you leave its threatening range.
That is fine.
Natural 20.
No, it's not. It's going to hit the bellows. As I do not remember which one it is, but I'm using the... Is it Stone Giant? I don't remember which rune it is.
That was Cloud.
Is it Cloud?
Might
We
be
need to
Cloud?
figure it out, and then we need to figure out if it has to hit another creature.
Yep, okay, so it'll hit the fire then. It is
It's not in
Cloud.
range of the fire.
It's within 30 feet.
Of you.
Am I not within
Oh,
30?
hell yeah.
It
When
does.
you are a creature you can see within 30 feet of you, it's hit by attack roll. Use your reaction to evoke the room to choose a different creature within 30 feet of you. Hell yeah, so it can hit the...
I mean, if it
the
can
sword.
hit,
So I do
if
like
it can
this.
hit the bellows, I want it to hit the bellows. But if it, because it does specify creature, so
I do like the bellows thing, though, and will have it affect... It will affect the burning hands. So I like
Alright.
that. So let's roll. I'll
Oh.
roll damage here. Damn, it would have been max damage on your ass. So as this thing goes to swipe at you as you're pulling this guy away, you feel that rune activate on your what is this one on? I can't remember what you have.
this is the shield.
Okay, yeah, you're you instinctually put your shield up and you feel that rune that's carved on it activate, and there's like a cloud that encircles you, and the sword slices right through it, and it looks like it would bisect you right in half, but instead it swings wildly and strikes into the bellows, striking the chain that keeps it pumping, so it is no longer providing oxygen to the fire, which is a good thing, because should it had been going, it was going to give the burning hands some life back. That was the sword's opportunity attack. You are now dragging it at them. The sword now magically directs itself towards back towards you, and straightens itself out, and now comes lunging at you through the cloud that you had just created. And 18 to strike you.
18. Oh my god, where is everything at? 20 to hit, or 20's AC, so nope.
Is that including a shield?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say while you're carrying this guy, dragging this guy, you're not gonna be able to
Okay, then it would be,
have a shield.
yeah, so that hits.
So 18 would just hit then.
Yep.
Okay. You're fine. You won't die. It's a weakness sword. 5 points of slashing damage.
I mean, I wasn't in full health when we started, but I wasn't too bad off.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine.
Dragging this guy, is there any way I can like where I was trying to drag him is out of the direct opening of the door, so that way if this thing shoots out another gout of flame, he's behind cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you
just
can
like
easily
off to the
pull him
side.
off and put him. Yeah, you can easily pull him out, pull him to the side. You deflect a very bad blow, but before you can like right yourself up, the sword comes at you again, slices across your arm, dealing a little bit of damage. You now have that blacksmith out here in the courtyard. The sword is swinging around, and it is out in the open here. Millie, that is your turn.
All right. Millie's gonna continue to aim at the hands and Ray of Frost again. Gotta keep this
Okay.
thing cool.
Oof. Nice.
27 to hit.
27 hits.
Very nice.
8 points of damage with double fours.
8 points of damage. With the bellows no longer giving oxygen to the fire, this frost kind of causes it to go very cold. And as you hit it, steam bellows outward, and you almost can't see anything. But then your ability to see these magical strands of arcane energy, you see the hands still barely floating, but still present.
And bonus action, I will healing word the smith.
Okay. Very good.
8.
Right, that'll. He's never felt better. It's way more health than he had. He feels amazing.
Back to full.
Yeah, back to full and some.
Younger.
As Millie looks him in the eyes as the billows are about to explode again, he goes, "Have you ever heard the tale of Murky's Dergak? The rocks kept
Table.
falling, but I didn't let him die."
The table is broken and is deanimated,
Still smoldering.
but still smoldering. The burning hands, sensing its weakness or its weakening form, turns into like a small ember, shoots up the chimney, and disappears out of view.
Does the sword fall, or is it still fighting?
The sword is still fighting. And it is harassing you, Ressig. It is your turn.
All right. A sword it is. Before I attack the sword again, I'll call over my shoulder to Millie. Follow the fire, I'll deal with the sword. And I will hit a sword with a sword. It's like a sword inside a sword inside a sword inside a... God damn it. 15.
You swing at the sword, and it like parries you. It swings around, causing your hit to deflect off of the broadside of it, smacking into the ground.
One more again. That should do it. 27.
That does hit.
Plus 1d6. Nope, not 1d65.
1d65.
17 points of magical slashy damage.
So your first strike is deflected by this sword, which spins around and it starts to dart at you, getting ready to take advantage of an opening and you pull your sword up at the last minute, striking into it. And as you do so, it flies up into the air in a wild spin, and then it comes down into the ground, resting right next to the blacksmith that was singed before, and the magic dissipates from it, and it remains still.
All right.
It is dead. All right, Millie, you were next. Restic hollers to you to follow the fire. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Hmm.
10.
You come around the corner of this building, trying to follow where exactly this flame has went, and you see the last traces of it just as it enters in through a small house, a small chimney, and you hear screams from inside as there's a flash of firelight from their windows.
Millie will yell over to Ressig, "They went into another house!" And then she'll run over to it and get ready to cast Frost. Ray Frost at it again.
Okay, as you're rushing towards this house, the door flings open, and a man, a woman carrying a child jump out. As you can see that one of the walls on the inside that shares the chimney is now starting to catch on fire.
Yep, Ray Frost. 19.
Okay, 19 will hit.
Lucky sevens, 14.
14 points of damage. So you have this opening, you stick your hands out, and as you do so, you see this burning pair of hands also comes out of this fire that is starting to gather up on the wall, and it sends out a spout of flames that impacts with your Ray of Frost, and you are having this battle back and forth, Dragon Ball Z style, where it's like starting to push towards you and you're starting to push back towards it, and you feel your magic starting to like absorb bits of this magic, and then there's a flash of like you remember seeing this type of magical energy, or you thought you had seen it when you watched your mother performing some sort of feat that you couldn't explain her doing, but just chalked it up to, well, she's my mom, she's amazing. And you see this magical energy wraps around you, and the Ray of Frost almost like envelops the hands, and you watch as they freeze. It's a freezing flame, and it almost turns into like a crystalline substance, and then shatters into little fractal bits. The magic expels outward, causing frost to gather up on the wall, dousing any of the flames that was in there. And this strand of magic that you saw controlling all this darts towards you and enters into you and then disappears.
That was so cool.
That won't come back to haunt us or anything.
Millie's mom is in the background. Stop holding back! Do it now!
Do it, go on! And you are out of combat.
Well,
The family thanks you very much for your assistance, as well as the blacksmiths whose shop you just saved.
Millie will go into her bag, pull out a little bag of cookies from Wynn, and be like, "From Sweet Tart Bakeries. Sorry about the frost in your house."
if there's any in the forge if there's any fires that are not where they're supposed to be, Ressig will grab a rain bucket or something and start to try and douse them and make sure that the
Yeah,
Maybe
easily
we'll-
enough.
blacksmiths are okay.
Yep, easily
Mhm.
enough. You were able to get any lingering fires out. The table's ruined, but far worse could have happened.
Millie will also check on the other guy that kind of ran out first. That was singed to make sure that he's not wounded.
Yeah, other than the balding part where his head was singed, he seems to be all right. He's no stranger to getting burns from the job. But this was very strange to him. But they have no explanation for it. They're just happy that somebody came by to deal with it when they did, or else their entire building could have been burned down. And maybe the surrounding houses, if it were spread.
That was
Or
quick but eventful. Millie, you've been in the Vault of Sages, right?
yeah,
Can we go find somebody and punch him in the dick? Because this is not this would have been the second of the 3 incidents caused by the same guy.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
think somebody's dabbling in things they shouldn't, so we either need to confront him or tell somebody he's doing something he's not supposed to.
if you would like, you can head over and I'll meet you over there in just a minute.
We'll do that. I'm happy to go talk to him. I will tromp off towards the Vault of Sages, and after a few steps, shrink back down to a normal elven size.
After confirming everybody's all right, Millie will also shell out some sweet tart baked goods, and then say, "So I have a question. We're kind of new to town. We just came in for a little while, but my friend over there has got a shield that they wanted to have a snail carcass thing attached to. I'm not entirely certain. But would you guys be available to maybe do that for us, or maybe allow my friend, I think he's pretty smithy savvy as well,
She.
to maybe be able to use your forge?"
You keep saying he, but it's definitely
She.
a woman.
She.
Yeah.
I'm so
Like,
used to it.
They would be very confused.
We all have a hard time with it. She. I said she the entire
Yeah.
time.
So give me a persuasion check with advantage. Could you just help him?
Oh.
16.
So, like I said, they're not just going to let anybody, even with the help that you guys give, just come in and use their forge. However, they say that if Ressa comes in and discusses and their ideas or gives them, blueprints essentially, that they'd be happy to do a custom job at a discounted price.
That would be absolutely lovely. I'll have my friend pop by over here after they give that individual a stern talking to.
They nod and thank you again, and go about cleaning up and getting back to their daily work. Meanwhile, while you're kind of having this discussion with them, Ressig, you bring yourself over to the Vault of Sages, and you were given the name Thalos Vorn, and as you go over there and you ask around, you are quickly directed over to this young mage, who's currently in the middle of a large stack of old books. You see he's writing notes in his own journal, as well as drawing things on scrolls of paper as you approach.
I'll in kind of a sickly, sweet, cheerful voice. Hi, are you Thalis? Thalis Forn? I was told I could find you here. Is that you?
He startlingly looks up at you through half moon shaped glasses. Yes, that's me. I'm Thalis. I'm sorry. Is there something I can help you with?
Well,
ma'am?
I was I have a question. What are you doing? Because you almost burned down part of the town, and I'm going to grab the front of their shirt or their cloak or whatever and
Body slam them to the ground.
Oh God!
You're getting into things you're not supposed to. And this is strike 2. If strike 3 happens, I'm coming back. Whatever you're doing, stop it.
You say all this, and you don't get any answer back because that body slam knocks him clean out.
Oh.
He's just snoring unconsciously.
It was less of a body
really,
slam and more just like
you-
grabbing him and forcing him to the ground. I'm not German
body
suplexing
slammed
him.
him.
Yeah, okay. Oh,
You
why are they
said
such
I grabbed him
frail
and I
little
bodies.
babies when they cast
He's a
magic?
wizard.
Why are they?
I only have the 4 HP.
He's a wizard, but
I got knocked unconscious by 1d4
You're-
pretty girl
you're-
damage.
You're a wizard, Harry.
wizard. So
So again, like, so if he goes limp and unconscious, I'll kind of pick him back up, sit him in a chair, like dust him off a little bit, and then just kind of.
put some sunglasses on him like he's burning.
I will give it my best effort to, I guess it would be stabilize him. I wasn't trying to kill him, so it would have been non-lethal
No,
damage.
he's not dead.
Okay.
He's not dead. He's just knocked out from the slam, and yeah, you get him set up in the chair, and it takes some effort to keep him from just like falling out of the side. So eventually, you kind of just like take his arms and cross him over
Little
and like lay his
weekend
head
at
on him like
Bernie's.
he's taking a nap.
While I'm waiting, I'm going to, because I'm assuming Millie was going to follow me. That interaction took very, very little time. I'm going to read through whatever notes he's making. Just kind of like sit there, cross my legs, and just grab the book and just start reading and see if there's anything that talks about something out of the ordinary that he would have done that caused this, or any notes he made about, whoops, I didn't mean to do that.
Okay.
I'll get there, I guess.
Yeah, you show up as Ressig is going through the stuff. There's a clearly unconscious person with their head on the desk. But you see that Ressig is kind of looking over what this guy was studying. And it seems like he was very fascinating with attempting to be able to replicate ancient Netherese techniques for semi-autonomous magic. That's what a lot of his like journal entries and a lot of the books that he's reading have to do with, and that is essentially conjuring something with the weave of magic, and then binding it binding its existence to the planes and having it be real. Essentially, it's like giving life to spells, and it looks like different spells could be given life. Just like an animate object is bound with magic, it seems like you can bind the magic itself to itself.
Hi, Millie. Sorry, he was sleepy when I got here, so he decided to take a nap, and I just wanted to see what he was getting into.
Oh, so he was napping when you showed up, huh?
Yes. I mean, he looks like
Mhm.
like look at all these books. He looks like he was studying hard. Clearly, there's like blood smears on the back of his head, and he is very dirty from whatever dusty ground he body slammed him into. Yeah, he was very, very sleepy. The most
Could tell as like
cheesy
Millie's like
smile on her
examining the
face.
body. Well, as Millie's starting to like the process of casting cure wounds, she'll be like, "Well, I talked to the Smiths, and they said that they would do your shield at a discount
That
since we helped him out." And then she'll cast cure wounds on the poor lad.
Yeah, don't worry about casting a spell on him. Yeah, I'll refund that. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
As you're kind of like going over and making sure that he is indeed okay, you can tell he's fine. He's starting to stir. He's mumbling stuff. And as you're kind of looks like making sure he's okay, you see that he's got a number of chalks on the table next to his arm, and you can see little bits of that magical thread kind of circling around one of the pieces of chalk.
Can I swipe the chalk?
Sure.
I'll do that.
I'm gonna pocket his notebook.
And probably the notebook. And this guy's waking up.
Yep. He's starting to like come to. Like,
Hi,
So,
friend.
good.
We need to have a
I should be there when
conversation.
he wakes
Come out
up.
again.
We need to have a conversation. And my friend here knows more about magic than I do. I just know when people do bad
Well-
things, and bad things need to be stopped. You,
Well, you could have stopped yourself by doing a bad thing and slamming me into the ground.
I mean, I
Jeez.
have limited means of making bad things stop. The fact that it didn't involve this, and he's gonna pull out the flame tongue longsword and just light it up and just sit there with a smile on her face.
He flinches so hard, and then you get yelled at. No open flames in the library!
Well,
There are thousands of old tomes here! Get out! Get out!
I'll make
And
it
you
go
are
away.
pushed out. You are pushed out by.
I will
by
grab.
library
If
staff.
I'm getting pushed out, I'm dragging him with me. It's like Thalos was showing me around. It's his fault.
I don't know this person. She attacked me. And now you're getting guards' attention. If you're really gonna forcefully pull this person out.
I mean, I guess that could have gone worse. I'll go. Millie's still in there.
Yeah, Mill is still there. You are escorted off the premises.
I'll see you tonight. Talking to Thalos, not
Mill
Millie,
is-
with an awful smile.
Millie will kind of just adjust her posture and be like, "Hello. So, the magic you've been testing out, it's kind of causing trouble around the city. Apparently, this is not the first time. The Smiths next door, they nearly had their place burned down, and one of the houses next door to that. I'm gonna need you to stop doing this. My friend over there is not talking to me when she says that they're gonna see someone tonight. I would prefer that not happen because I've seen the devastation that she can pull off. I'm not trying to threaten you. I'm looking out for you. I'm looking out for everything else. I would prefer that everybody just calm down and we not, interact with any of the dangerous magic here. So please stop doing so.
Listen, lady, you say you don't want to threaten anybody, but everything you just said sounded like a threat, especially when your friend just came in here and body slammed me to the ground. I know that my magic has kind of gone awry. That's what I'm studying here. I'm studying how to counteract it. If I'm gonna get body slammed for doing magic and now I guess be threatened for and fear for my life, I don't want to do magic anymore. So I guess I'll just quit
I'm not saying you
school
stop doing magic.
and
Do magic. Don't do this.
well, I mean, are you? You probably have some sort of magical background. You know what it's like being a student. We're always studying. We're always trying to find different sources of magic, and I'm fascinating with these ancient techniques. I thought I could do something good. I didn't mean for it to put anybody in harm's way. As I was trying my best to handle it myself. I'm going through all these books. I've read them front to back multiple times. I took notes. I even had this. I bought it after saving up from doing odd jobs, and he holds out a scroll, and it's a spell scroll for dispel magic. As soon as I was able to find where the spell went, I was going to dispel it or try.
I respect the hustle. So you said you're a student, right? So my suggestion
Mhm.
would be you learn the basics first. Get really comfortable with those. And then you start looking at things that are a little bit more complex. This is a little bit dangerous for, early beginners. I respect the fact that you tried to get a dispel magic scroll to, fix anything that may have gone wonky, but I think for now you start there and then you work your way up and maybe talk to a professor. They might be able to help you, and then do it in a more controlled environment where things might not affect the neighbors.
He looks
Keep up the
very
good work.
defeated as you say this, and he mumbles under his breath, "But I'm a third year."
Melly does not laugh. I laugh.
You ruined this kid's life. Now he's gonna
Yeah.
go work at McDonald's.
Yeah, he's just like, "You're right. Perhaps I should go back to the basics."
Millie will sit
Um,
down next to him for a second, pull out a little bag of the cookies. Here you go. And then she'll open up one of the books, and then she'll try to basically break down something that's not super complicated, but not super easy, where she thinks a third year would sit. And then be like, do you understand how this works? And do you think that you could replicate that? Just
he
try not to discourage the kid.
He takes the sweets from you, and it's hard for him to eat them. He's like, "Honestly, I think I need to go to the infirmary to see if I have a concussion. Thanks for being kind, and I'm sorry. Here, you can have this." And he gives you the scroll of dispel magic.
Thank you. I think you got a lot of potential. Keep at it.
He gathers up all his stuff, and he's like, oh no. The chalk my uncle sent me from Anorak is gone. I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached to me. I'm sorry. And then he gathers up all his books and rushes off. Goes towards the front door, stops, looks over his shoulder at you, looks back at the door, and then heads the complete opposite way. Possibly to find a back door or to make a home in this Library forever.
Should I offer to walk him out?
He's gone. He politely declines, and you walk out where Ressig is standing. And eventually Wynn and Zurag come walking around the corner, and the four of you reconvene. And you can consider the living spell quest to be complete. So check that off in your notes. It's still the better part of the day to go. So what's the next quest you'd like to tackle?
I mean,
Or is there something else you'd like to do in this wonderful city?
As Millie walks out, she'll be like, you really scared that poor kid. He was ready to quit magic.
I mean, when I don't know magic, I can't say, but it seems like if it happens once, it's an accident. If it happens twice, it's stupid. So, I don't know whether quitting would be good or bad for him, but my intention wasn't to get him to quit. Just to think. But maybe I dropped him on his thinker a little too hard. And scrambled some things around up there.
Would we hear this walking up?
Sure. If you want to.
You don't want to go hunt some
What do you mean?
crocodiles? Totally trying to change the subject.
You guys were after a spell. What do you mean he? Throwing who?
Well, I went to have
Maybe
a
they had a.
polite conversation with the apprentice who's had done this more than once, created these things. And apparently it was a little less polite than polite. He fell over and bonked his head, that's all.
Insight check.
Okay. Well.
You punched him in the balls, didn't you?
No, not at all.
Not this time.
Not at all. Oh wait, nope, that wouldn't have been an advantage. It would have been a standard roll. So
Well, even at the standard roll.
the 16 would have been the first dice roll.
Lynn will
Yeah.
sit there and like an eyebrow is raised, and she puzzles for a moment.
I mean, he almost
I'm gonna
burned
say
down
for
an inn,
Zurag,
a house,
for-
and a
for-
foundry.
for Zurag, this is par for the course. You've seen how wrestling activates. So, but Wynn is still kind of new to the party. So yeah, that's why the insight check was there. But yeah, you can tell that's just being a little facetious here.
Ressig,
Yeah,
there
what?
are guards.
Yes.
They will arrest you.
No.
Look,
I was defending myself. He set things on fire.
I was worried that we were gonna punch the noble. Luckily, though, you've proven to me that we didn't have to worry about me and Zurag punching somebody, because you did it.
I didn't punch him one time. Thank you very much. He just fell over. On his head.
Did you hurt him?
He was napping when I showed up.
See? He fell over, bonked his head, so I picked him up and put him in a chair so he could nap comfortably.
Millie does quotations. Napping.
Unconsciousness and napping aren't the same. It's not the same. One is a biological imperative. The other one's a biological your brain hit the inside of your skull. It's not a good thing.
Oh. He was doing bad things.
Well, from the sounds of it, I don't think he's quitting magic, at least. Just quitting the bad stuff.
Let's hope.
Wait, what do you mean bad stuff? Like magic wise?
Oh, he accidentally casted the fiery hands thing. We just told him very politely, don't try to go above your station at the moment. Learn the basics. So then I gently explained a spell to him and then left.
Aim small, miss small. Yeah, that's generally a good thing to do with magic. Well, at least we have a job done.
So you're gonna fight for the
Actually,
noble?
I think
then?
I got Ressig a discount too.
Well, he kind of desecrated someone's grave marker. And
Do you like defending someone like that?
he may have threatened to try to kill me because he said I was impersonating a noble, even though I am a noble.
I'm-
And he was kind of okay with Zurag dying, and I really wasn't.
I mean, we could always
So,
show
what
up.
kind of grave marker was it?
It was one for one of the Fae. I kind of left a little tribute there, and I think I'm gonna go at midnight and go ahead and do a little funeral right there.
I mean,
Because he definitely disturbed that grave, and that was mighty rude of him.
we could always go to this duel and I could have a conversation with him.
I doubt he'd even leave his house, to be honest.
We're pretty sure he ain't even gonna show up.
Oh,
So we're going to the duelist to let the other guy know that we're gonna try to do something about it.
okay. Well, I'm happy to help when people do bad things. I'm good at talking to people, you guys. I really am.
Sure.
Well, I am. It's effective for the most part.
When you know how
When
to
is
make me.
when is thinking real hard. She's not gonna say it out loud, but she's thinking real hard. If you manage to convince your sister that you're you, that would be the first time. Resigned
Wow.
to see that telling anybody, convincing anybody of anything.
That's fucking cold.
When thinking it, she ain't saying it.
Well, I mean, we still have time because Rissa invited us for dinner, so maybe we could go check out the weird noise and the hissing. What's a crocodile?
Didn't we see one down in Cholt?
Did we?
There's no way we didn't. We traveled through the woods, the jungle, 4 times. We saw a crocodile.
Yeah, true.
You know that
Basically,
green
Merc.
thing that kind of looked like Merc?
Yeah, Merc pretended to be one.
Oh, okay, that thing.
Well, Win wouldn't know any of that. Win's like, I don't know what a crocodile is.
I think you guys would know what a crocodile is.
It's
It's a very common animal.
not a mystical creature.
Yeah.
Millie will just pat one on the shoulder. Y'all gonna learn today? And then just keep walking.
Hey, are you making fun of my accent?
The only reason I think Ressig would know what a crocodile is because we did go to Chult. Because she's not old. She's spent her time living in hill country and in the north. It's not exactly crocodile weather.
What A is for alligator.
I mean,
Also not
I guess,
also not
but,
very
like-
well read.
I guess.
All right. Well,
Now I'm like, if you have an animal ABC's book in Faerun, would you use alligator for A?
Probably not.
It's like, obviously B is for beholder. But
Aboleth.
Yeah, but let's
Atropol.
We're just showing these kids unspeakable horror after unspeakable horror.
Yeah, theatrical.
If you see one of these, you run or you die. One of
you already dead.
So, so shall we go to the sewers then? That's 2,000 gold. That's pretty big chunk.
Sure.
Seems like a plan.
Let's go look into some hissing.
All right. Well,
Okay. So you guys set off towards the area of the city, which your quest has directed you to. You ask around, and you are eventually directed to a chained and locked off part of the sewer. You are granted entry inward, and you begin your descent into the sewers underneath the city. And that is where we'll end tonight's session. We'll find out what lurks below next time.
fun times.
Fun times. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We missed you all, and I can't wait to do this again. We will be doing so next Sunday. So come join us, and we find out what's just hiding down here in this sewer, which only good things hide in sewers. Will it be one of my favorite things, a Hydra? Will it be something else?
Will they be rodents of unusual size?
Will they be rodents? of unusual
ROUSs.
size? Will they have stake and claim in many multimedia properties? Will they be wearing overalls and have a dog companion? Who knows? But come join us and find out.
But I did it. Because we all know you did it. Shut the fuck up. Sorry.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful week. We will see you somewhere between the Sacred Silence and Sleep. But for us over here at Disorderly Decisions, I'm Vader the Mad, sending you off into the world
Of a raid.
to cause disorder. We're raiding.
Thank you all. Have a wonderful night.
Night.
Goodbye. Raid.